Good Vach. We're like at the last lap of the weeks of Shevavim. We had an extra 2 weeks, and this week is Parshas Tetzaveh. Parshas Tetzaveh going in to the first month of Adar, Marbim Boy B'Simcha. The message of this week's Parsha in the first pasuk lays that V'ata, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is talking to each and every one of us. Tetzaveh is a lashon ziruz. We have to be mizaros ourselves. V'ata tetzaveh v'yikroy lech, and a person has to take himself to his mind and to his heart and to think things out, how he's supposed to be a better yid and how he's supposed to worship HaKadosh Baruch Hu a lot better than whatever he did until now. That he should be shemen zayisach, he should be like pure olive oil. Kasis, that could only happen if you crush yourself. You understand that I have to take all my ego and put it aside, and I have to totally devote myself for avodas Hashem, for being a better yid, for learning better, for davening better, for doing better chesed, for having more rachmanas on yidden, to be mevater, to be dan l'kaf schus. We usually have a natural feeling that I'm always dan myself l'kaf schus, and the other person I'm always have no understanding for him. And sometimes, the person himself feels that I might, I don't know where that person is coming from. He didn't understand what was going on. So sometimes that's what happens. So you have to try to causes to break all the bad habits, lamor, in order that we should be able to be a light to all the goyim. And it's something that we are all capable of doing. I would like to share with you a story that happened with my father, Hareini Kaparas Mishkavai, when he was a Torah V'das boy. Mr. Mendelowitz used to bring in all the Rabbanim that used to come over from Europe to say shir. And when the Satmar Rav arrived, he brought in the Satmar Rav to say a shir. And the shir was like fireworks. Mamish. There were lions there in Torah, in that group. There were mamish lions. And the Satmar Rav was startled. He couldn't believe what his eyes saw, because they were all dressed in colored shirts. They all had very interesting haircuts. You could imagine the 40s, what their style of haircut looked like in those days, 46, 47. And unbelievably, he was shocked. And he said, Rabbi say, I must share with you that you're a steer to the Gemara, because the Gemara says that Rabbi Gamliel said, Kol mi she'ein toichei kibaraya yikanis l'beis hamedrash. If your inside is not like what your outside is, then don't come into the beis medrash. He said, your outside, you look like shkotzim. You really do. But your inside is toichei ratzuf ava. Your mamish aroyis batoira. So I want to give you a bracha that your baroi should be like your toichei. And Baruch Hashem, they were all zoich, each and every one in his own aspect and in his own way to be, make him ula shel Torah and chesed and yashrus. And we are all in a world that's what we need now, to reconnect our HaKadosh Baruch Hu, reconnect our davening, that we should daven because we have to daven, and we should learn because we have to learn, and we should do chesed because that's what we have to do. And once we'll do that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu for sure will add to our simcha till ufduyei Hashem yeshuvun uvau tzion berina, the simchas oilam al roisha will have everlasting simcha la'olam v'ed. Let's just get out there and do it.